Guess what?
What?
I'm making the call right now, gentlemen. It's time for
chicken butt.
He got it.
He did.
All right.
Yeah.
Closing it out. Good night, everybody. No, it is time, my friends, for the long-awaited segment, the Fan of the Week. Now,
Really?
Before we get started, I got to apologize for the audio quality on this one. That's on me. It was let's just say there was a magical disturbance in the air.
Okay.
Star Wars Fan of the Week.
Garrett, was it you? Yeah, it has to be this time, right?
Ladies and gentlemen.
And all beings in between.
Yes, and all.
All beings in between.
All beings in between, right.
Thank you.
Of course.
An introduction is in order, I assume.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm proud to introduce Mr. Aleister Crowley.
Lovely.
Who? Me?
No, me, you brave swine.
Right.
Indubitably.
So, you're a Star Wars fan.
Does the Pope poop in the woods?
Yeah,
He does. Eyes on that tall, brooding figure of Darth Vader. I was transfixed upon the sordid hedonism and delicious cruelty of the Sith.
That's kind of creepy.
Indeed, as I set myself upon the course to greater knowledge of the deeper circles of Sith magic, I became summarily excited from the center of my core to my very extremities.
Getting creepier.
Unfortunately, there are no Sith temples here on our own planet, so I was forced to employ the technique of astral projection to visit such far-off places where I might drink from the cup of darkness.
Listen, I'm starting to have second thoughts about this interview.
It was after I had shadow-walked the ruins of Droman Khas and the tombs of Korriban.
Yes.
And that I knew I must find a scarlet woman to perform these magical acts with.
Why did you use quotey fingers just now? When you said magical acts, you used quotey fingers as if you were talking about something else.
Do you really want to know the sordid details?
Not really.
I thought not. Sith magic is not for the weak-willed.
You do know all of this is fictional, right?
Isn't it, though? Our very lives are but stories lost upon the winds of time. Fictional accounts retold until the details no longer remain.
No, that's non-fiction. The whole concept of Sith magic is fictional.
Maybe to a non-believer such as yourself, you libelous hound. But to a true believer like me...
You can't project yourself onto other planets.
I can and have, you pasty Morlock.
No, that's not at all real. Even the planet Korriban isn't called that anymore. The guy who used to be in charge changed his name to Moraban.
Why, that's preposterous. Wait. Why?
Because none of it's real. Because people can just rewrite fiction whenever they want, whether they like it or not.
But what of those of us who've committed to studying the history?
Not history.
The fiction, then. What of us who've committed to studying the fiction and given massive portions of our very souls to cherishing it?
A good question, if a little dramatic. You see, enjoying good fiction is like having a really deep and close friendship.
With a scarlet woman?
Okay, at first, but now I'm not sure what it means, so I'm just going to keep ignoring it.
Your laws.
So you develop this deep friendship throughout childhood, and you grow up together. But as you get older and do new and different things and meet other influential people, things can become different.
He or she may not appreciate drinking the blood of it.
Stay with me here.
Of course.
So eventually you both meet your significant others, and that changes you. You become different people. You still have the same names and histories, but you go through changes. You always cherish what you had, but that doesn't mean it can be the same going forward. In fact, sometimes we find we have to accept those people. We have to accept their changes in order to be close to them again. It's part of life. It's part of what we have to go through as human beings.
But change can be so intimidating.
No, of course it can. Some people simply can't change, and those are people who are left to their own devices. The friendship sometimes comes to an end and folks go their separate ways.
So you're saying I shouldn't overcommit to my obsessions because I must remain prepared for their eventual evolution into a higher spiritual being?
No, I'm saying that some dude indiscriminately changed the crap we like, and they ran him out of town. Fortunately and unfortunately, what's done is done. So it's like meeting a new friend who passed the obstacles in their life. You can settle in with them knowing that the roller coaster isn't going to change that much going forward, but...
Oh, I adore butts.
But it's still a roller coaster, so scrap it.
I must say, you've taught me a valuable lesson this day. But alas, I am needed amongst the stars.
I guess that wraps things up.
Farewell, prognosticator of all things pop and parody.
I wouldn't say all things. Aleister?
Star Wars fan of the week.
That was creepy, man.
Yeah, dude.
I got to tell you, it was a hair-raising experience for me. I came away
Aleister
very
Crowley.
different than I went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
little
yeah.
shadow babies.
Yeah. You don't know how many Ouija boards we went through to actually conjure him up, too.
Get that going. Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. Experience.
A little known fact, Sith Force Ghost, red, not blue. Just saying.
Scarlet.
Somehow I always knew.
Just knew it.
Yeah. But hey, let's not waste any more.